Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be analyzing Eurusd, GBPUSD and NZDUSD. We're going to be going through the works and everything, the predictions, previous forecast, and the forecast to come. And before we get into anything, this video is made in association with Super Forex. The details will show up on screen right now. So if you need a trusted, reliable, regulated broker, the links will be down below for you to find any kind of Forex account that you need, and all kinds of instruments for you to trade. They are all available, whether it's indices, shares, stocks, whatever the case may be. Super Forex will accommodate all kinds of traders everywhere. Other than that, let's get straight to the video.
Those that made it.
Right, we're going to start with NZDUSD, and as you can see, I'm using Super Forex as a broker. As you can see, it's real, Super Forex and everything. Right, we're going to start with NZDUSD, and we're going to start on the daily chart. Yes, we're going to start on the daily chart, and as you can see, NZDUSD has been on the downtrend, right? It has been on a downtrend for the longest of time, right? Let's hold on. Okay, so as you can see, we've had this structure here, which is a continuation pattern. We've had this structure here, which is a continuation pattern on itself. This structure here, right? This structure as well, right? There's this structure here, and so on and so forth, right? So as of now, the market is where it is right now. So let's go on the 4-hour for further clarity. Right, on the 4-hour chart, as you can see, we have more continuation patterns down here, right? Continuation patterns over here, an expanding triangle, another expanding triangle over here, right? We have hold on, we have another continuation pattern down here, which confirms that we've been on a downtrend, right? So we've been in a downtrend, but as of now, I see another continuation pattern to the low. Possibly could be something like this, where the market comes, breaks resistance, retest, and gives us, another downtrend. Let's go on the 1 hour for further confirmation of what I'm talking about. Right, on the 1 hour, here's the continuation pattern we spoke of, and now we have this structure here that is taking place. So what could happen is this could be the kind of structure that they are building. All right, they could be building something like this, or this could be a continuation pattern which is something like this, where it's an expanding triangle, and now we could be anticipating more drops to the low, and we should anticipate more sells. All right, so that's all for NZDUSD. Let's move on to GBPUSD for further analysis. Right, we are on GBPUSD, and as you can see, similar to NZDUSD, we've been on a downtrend. Let me identify the downtrend. Yes, here we go. We've been on a major downtrend for the longest of time, perhaps from here going down. Yeah, from here going down. And it would be common sense to say we have a first touch, we have a first touch here, the second touch here, and a third touch here, and we could be anticipating more buys, right? More buys. But I'll show you something very interesting on the lower time frames, in which we're going to get into right now. Right, we are on the daily chart right now, and as you can see, this is the resistance of the previous structure that I identified on the weekly, and this is the third touch in which we identified on the weekly. But if you zoom in, hold on, if you zoom in, right, we see that the market did reject. Right, it's been downtrending, and it did reject, and it went up, give us a pullback, and gave us another push to the high. But this push is corrective, or rather, you know, it's correcting on the lower time frames, and that's something that I want to show you. Right, so on the 4-hour, we see something very interesting taking place. We see that the market did reject price here, as it should. It rejected price and gave us a continuation pattern, right? A continuation pattern right here. Now, here's the interesting part, right? The interesting part is this is a reversal pattern in and of itself. We have an impulse to the low, rejection of price, and another continuation here, right? A continuation correction and a impulse to the high. Here's the interesting part. How you trade this kind of setup is you take this impulse here, this impulse, right, whatever these pips are, and you calculate from the break of the continuation, right, to the high, which is if you entered here, your TPs would have been somewhere here. Now the interesting part about your TP being there is the fact that there is a zone there, right? There's a zone there, and here's the zone that I speak of, right? Here's the zone that I speak of, right here. There's a big zone going through price right there. So with entering here, or rather here, you would have exited at this zone up here, and you would have gotten out easily with profit. But here's another interesting thing that I need to show you, right? At the zone that we identified previously, right, the market has decided to do some sort of an arching double top, right? So the market moved impulsively to the zone, came back, and moved correctively, you know, back to the zone at hand. And if you look at the correction, it is a pattern in and of itself, right? It is a pattern in and of itself. If you just look at it from this perspective, it's a continuation pattern in and of itself. So not only do we have a zone as we identified it, not only do we have a zone, but on top of that we have a correction, which is a reversal pattern, right? Rather, yes, it's a reversal pattern with a first touch, a second touch, and a third touch, right? So let's go on the lower time frame for further clarity of what we're talking about here. Right, so we are on the 1 hour, as you can see, and we identified the zone to be somewhere here, right? Somewhere here. We draw it out. Here's the zone, and we did identify that on this time frame, or rather on this correction, we have a reversal pattern that takes place. Now here's another interesting thing for you to notice, right? Let me see what will happen if I do this. Here's an interesting thing for you to see. We have the structure, right? We have the structure that takes place here, which is a rising wedge. We have a zone, right, that goes through price around here, right? So we have a first touch, we have a second touch, we have a third touch, we have a reversal pattern here, which is a hanging man. Not only that, but we have some sort of a double top, and that double top has a candlestick pattern on the second leg of the double top. Not only that, we have an M pattern or a double top on top of the zone in which we identified earlier on, which adds more confirmation to confirm that we are anticipating sells instead of buys. So right now, what I think is going to happen is a breakage, which has already happened, and maybe right now we could be experiencing a retest, and then we're going to be experiencing bearish momentum to the low when it comes to GBPUSD. So that'll be all for the currency pair. Let's move on to EURUSD for further analysis. Right, we are on EURUSD, and as you can see, we have a major structure here, a major continuing, or rather a major downtrend, right? It goes like so, and something that goes like so, right? The market has been trending bearish for the longest of time. We have this continuation pattern here, right? That confirms what we speak of, and I believe the market is going to continue with sells. So let's go on the lower time frames for us to confirm what we're talking about. Right, we have a let me see. All right, we have a double top up here. So from the double top, we've been experiencing sells like nobody's business. If you go on, or rather if you zoom in, you'll see continuation patterns galore. And as you can see, we have a continuation pattern here, right? We have a continuation pattern here, we have another one here, and we have another one here, right? We have another one here, right? Hold on, we have one more here. We have one more here, we have one more right here. We have another one here. Right, so the market has been giving us continuation patterns for the longest of time, and I believe we are going to be continuing with ourselves. So let's go on the lower time frame to confirm what I speak of. Right, as you can see, here's the continuation pattern that we drew previously, right? Something along these lines here. We have another small one right here, right there, and we have one more expanding triangle here. We have something along these lines, yes, and we have another one right here before the market went and dropped, right? But here's the interesting thing. Here's the interesting thing right now. We have a large symmetrical triangle that goes along the lines of something like so, right? So either one of two things is going to happen. We're going to be experiencing some rising to the high to give us a third touch before we drop, or the market could turn around right now and just give us a drop based on what we see on the 1 hour. Let me quickly show you. What we see on the 1 hour here is the fact that we have a continuation pattern that goes along the lines of something like so. Now, it's not perfect, I understand it's not perfect, it's not the cleanest, but it's valid to believe that we are going to be experiencing some sort of buy, or rather bearish momentum to the low. They could extend, right? They could extend, bounce off somewhere here and give us another touch before they drop, you know, give us another touch here, or they could just straight up drop, or they could go up to this resistance level here, or the zone here, before giving us the drop that we look for. We're gonna have to wait for more confirmations in terms of those sentiments, but I see bearish momentum coming soon, so that is what you should look for when it comes to Euro USD. Right, so that will be all for today's video. I believe you guys find it informative and fruitful and valuable. Again, this video has been made and recorded in association with Super Forex. If you need a links I believe will be down below. Super Forex has the best trading accounts and all instruments in which you want to trade, be it stocks, be it indices, be it commodities, currencies, every currency from every country that you can think of. They have a pair pertaining to that currency. So if you need a trusted, regulated, and a good broker with good withdrawals, this is the trade, or rather the broker, for you to go to. Other than that, don't forget to like, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, and until next time, peace out.